It is to yes, the main royal palace. No? So if you take a look to the middle entrance, it is a little bit wider.
Yes.
Past the middle entrance, it was in former time. It was the entrance for the princes and the kings and so on, for the most prominent. And the ordinary people had to go to the left or the left or to the right, right and left. And of course, with our rickshaw, with our guests, we use the middle entrance. That's of course. Yeah, on that spot we have the two most prominent buildings of our city. The one is Gate of Brandenburg. Very symbolic for German history because it stands directly on the border between East and West. You can see the trace of the Berlin Wall. It is marked on the ground. Yeah?
Oh, okay.
It is marked on the
Yes.
ground. And yes, now we are in the west.
Okay, perfect.
The east and the west. And
this is the east and the west.
Yes, we are a few meters in the west. No, that is so what it's called. The reunited Germany, reunited Germany, but also for German history because once again Napoleon, the French emperor, marched through the gate as he wanted again. And so in our black chapters of our history, of course, as Hitler came to power, he organized torchlight marches through the gate and so on. And that's the reason why this last fightings of the Second World War took place in our Gate of Brandenburg.
Okay.
And so maybe take a look to this photo. It is symbolic that as the city was divided by Berlin Wall, it looks like that. Right? There was a trace of Berlin Wall. We are just standing somewhere here now.
Yeah.
And all what you can see was the death strip, with this open field for everyone who tried to pass this gate was it was a street to be shoot and so on. And there was in the late 80s there was for example the 750th birthday of our city, and there was a visit of the United States President Reagan. And on that spot he took a direct call and gave a speech and addressed Mr. Gorbachev in the east, opened that gate, tear that wall down, and so it was 1978. 2 years later, the wall was open suddenly, but not because of this guy. It was because of very brave and demonstrators and activists on the street. They took to the street with their demands of more democracy, of freedom, better living conditions, and in the later, more and more people in the eastern part of Germany felt uncomfortable with the government.
Yes.
More political rights, more personal freedoms. Rising pressure on the street. The government for 40 years it was like any dictatorships all over the world. There was in the government old men. It was the government of old men, and they stepped down. And so that was in the 90s. There was House of Parliament.
Okay.
This German Reichstag is the name, House of Parliament. Das ist now the seat of our Bundestag, of our Parliament.
Das ist der Bundestag.
Ja, genau, das ist der Bundestag.
Schau mal, Bundestag of Deutschland.
Heute der Sitzung des Parlaments, today the seat of our Parliament, the main decisions are made. And so inside this is completely new, restored, completely new with modern technique and so. But outside the facade is historic. In the end of 19th century, first time Parliament was built in Germany, And it's also symbolic because as the Second World War ends, the last fightings also took place around here, and the Russians put on their red flag on top of the building, and then the fightings were over.
Okay.
So also Germany started one World War, Germany started the Second World War. So I hope Germany will not start the third one. I hope so, not the fourth one and the first one.
Yeah.
Maybe the third one will be the last one.
No, we don't
I
know.
hope that we will not do not, but so this building is symbolic because end of the First World War, the Emperor stepped down, a republic was proclaimed here, and then a few years later democracy was over, Hitler was elected,
Yes.
and the Reichstag burned down one night, and that night the Nazis cancelled all civil rights, all democratic rights, all human rights, and so. So nowadays it is seat of the it's also German history. That building over there, that is the Federal Chancellery, the Bundeskanzleramt. That is our Bundeskanzler Olaf Scholz. That is his office.
Okay.
It's light inside, and it is light inside, so maybe someone has woken him up.
Okay.
Jemand hat Olaf Scholz geweckt.
Yeah. And now in January we have the elections again.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It's the 8th of February or so.
Yeah.
We have again. So, but that is that building. This is not only bureaus. I think some facilities for conventions and so. That is all events, conventions, bureaus of members of parliament, and so. That is the area where the real parliament is working every day. That is the area where the debates took place. That is the area where the chief executive officer, Mr. Scholz, has in theory he has process, and that is our government district.
Okay.
And so what is a little bit extraordinary here in the government district is that in the middle of the government district there's a building of a foreign country.
Oh, okay.
The embassy of Switzerland.
Okay.
Switzerland is, the reason is very simple. The building is the eldest one on the spot. And the German government offered the government of Switzerland a lot of money to buy this building, but Switzerland will not sell.
Switzerland has more money.
Yeah, they don't need money. I think.
Yeah,
They don't need to sell because they're not in need of money.
So this is Olaf Scholz's home
Yeah.
or office?
It is an office, yes, and but the office has also a flat for the chancellor.
Oh.
A flat. But Oliver Scholz, I don't think that he's living there. He has a flat in Potsdam, is I think 30-35 kilometers in the south. The next street in the next town, Potsdam. But if you need it, if you had conventions and appointments in the very late in the evening and in the night, you have time the possibility to sleep here, of course. It's flat inside.
Oh.
He's a chancellor of Germany. He can sleep anywhere. Yeah, of course. It's okay.
So it's, the government district is not surrounded by a fence or so. It's not enclosed by. I think there's some security measures, but it's very open space. So every day there could be larger, smaller rallies, demonstrations, or that was really for the Palestinian people. Several times a year, some demonstration camps took place here. Some days it's Palestinian, some days it's climate change, some days it's a couple of years ago there was a protest against Corona, and so every time, mostly in summer. Now it's cold, but every time it's something like an open market for political ideas, and so
that's a good area for discussion.
In general, it is good, I think. To have an open place and market to express your opinion, and so working as a tourist guide. Some days, some events are very special and strange.
Yes.
It's Corona times, there were many people in this conspiracy series, and so that was exciting and interesting. The tower to the right is the music instrument. It's a tower with 68 bells. Carillon, it's called. You can play it like a piano or a handpiano. Once a week, there's a wonderful concert. Sunday, it was yesterday. So that is how you can play it like a piano. There are only 5 or 6 instruments like that all over the world.
Okay. So here on the right hand side is House of the Cultures of the world. Okay.
It was a former Congress hall. Nowadays convention center for events. Mostly of non-European cultures of the south, the far east or south. Now we're passing in Berlin Tiergarten.
Oh.
Tiergarten, this is the translation is Garden of Animals. Tiergarten. That means it was the royal former hunting yard. The princes and the kings and so. I think it's about 250 years.
Ivan, have you feeling cold or is it cool? No, I think we can tolerate cold more than us.
Tree is about 140 kilometers in the southeast, and Lausitz, the region where a huge mining of lignite coal, and the mining of lignite coal were built several decades ago. They let all the groundwater in the River Spree and enlarged the River Spree. And now the coal mining is over, and there's no more water running in the Spree. So, but it is still wider than natural. So there is not very much water which is flowing through this river. So that is Palais Bellevue, das heißt Schloss Bellevue, the seat of our federal president. That is Steinmeier.
Okay.
And the flag is on the roof. Maybe he's in, but I think he's in Berlin. He's in Berlin, but he's in Germany. He's not abroad. No, but in theory, he's the head of our state. in reality its function is more ceremonical. His only job, I think, is to sign the laws and to give some Bundesverdienstkreuz, some special orders to people, and to invite, for example, the English king and some. That is a victory column. I think this is a sign number 3. The most people want to see Gate of Britain, checkpoint Charlie, and this victory column. The background of the victory column is it was built as an end of 19th century. The German Reich was founded. Before that, long time, Germany contains several dozens and dozens and dozens of smaller or larger states in the state. There was no one single United Germany. It was a patchwork of several kingdoms, cities, and originally some Duke of blah 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 was reigning also. And end of 19th century.
Oh, we have accent.
I hope it's not nothing.
No.
And
Not yet. He stopped.
Yeah. It's no accident?
no.
Okay.
Oh, you're like an Indian. We also wait for sometimes accidents.
Yeah, check, but I think they managed to. We have no chance to.
Your legs on Dada and on me. Now you see everything.
Yeah, it is okay, German Reich was famous. The king himself was in of the Reichstag of the Green, where we would have gone on the green grass. And as Hitler was elected as Vice Chancellor, he was a charge. That was a go. And so it was so busy. We had the railway station here, we had the hotels here, the shopping mall. Then it's Mall of Berlin straight ahead. No, Mall of Berlin is seated on one of the most prominent department stores and so it was a very roaring center of our city until the Second World War. No? After the war, nothing was left here.
yeah.
And then the city was divided by Berlin Wall. It was really a desert here around. After the Berlin Wall fell down, that was the buildings to the right hand side built up in the 90s. Nowadays the Potsdamer Square here is one thing here is prominent because the Berlinale Film Festival takes place here.
Okay.
It's in February. The theater is just this street, 300 meters, and so there's a huge theater, multiplex cinemas, and so there's where the red carpet was rolled out. Yeah, we have all the stars and actors. I had to guess my rich minutes ago. I see Johnny Depp. There's Johnny Depp. Auch Hollywood stars like here in Berlin. The inhabitants of Berlin, they have a special mentality. The mentality is so what? So that, for example, Tom Hanks likes to be in Berlin because Tom Hanks then go to in the morning, drink a coffee at a normal bakery, and the people around him said, "Oh, there's Tom Hanks. Hello." That's all. They do not cheering, or so do not. No groupies yet, so no groupies, and they live a normal life here.
Yeah, that's Germany.
world.
Okay, so this was a wall which is broken now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's broken wall, but in the minute there was seen an original piece of Berlin Wall.
And this was built by Hitler only.
What?
The wall was built by Hitler.
No. The wall was not built by Hitler. The wall was built by the GDR government.
Oh, okay.
That was the government in Eastern Germany.
Oh, okay. So it was previous to Hitler. After.
Yes, it was after Hitler. Of course, it has something to do with Hitler because Germany lost the Second World War, and the four countries, United States of America, Soviet
Russia,
Union, Great Britain, France, they divided and separated at least in two parts, East and West. And so, in the end, the competition between the United States and the end, there was, especially in Berlin, there was a competition between two systems of society, two systems of political circumstances and two systems of economy and politics and so. And these two systems clashed in Berlin. And that was the reason why Berlin Wall was built. I think the main reason, the proclamation of the Eastern government was the wall was built to keep people out. They said it was to keep people out and prevent them coming in, but in opposite was they want not that people are going out because people are voting with their feet. They're voting with their feet between the two organized here. That something like ministerials. It was something like umbrella organizations for political oppression here.
Many parts is broken as well.
Yeah.
This wall.
Yeah, it's broken, but not by the people who try to escape or try
But
to.
I think it's just time.
It is broken from the woodpeckers from the
Oh
Berlin
my
Wall,
god.
and so that's the reason why it's protected by a fence.
So this side is east and the other side is west.
Yeah, but this is west and this is east. Yes.
मैं एक cross करेंगे. चिड़िया के डिब्बे But sei look at this.
ಮುಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಕಾರ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಮುಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಜನ ಹಸಿ
You want to come to mama? No.
Careful.
Mama?
And there's a very long-lasting, good quality, but very simple technique, and that is plastic like that.
Okay.
It's not metal. This is
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And what's extraordinary is it was advantages of the simple technique with a special engine like little motorcycles. It's not with 4 phases, it's only with 2 phases, like a little motorcycle. And it is very simple to repair it. Everyone could do it with his own hands. You don't need mechanics or a workshop or so. You can repair it by your own hand. But on the other hand, the economy in eastern part of Germany was not based on markets. It was not buy a car in a shop or or by a trader or so. You cannot buy it. You cannot compare prices, and so you have to order this car, and it needs about 12 up to 18 years to produce it.
Okay.
Not days, not weeks, not months, years.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
years, yes.
This car.
18 years to a car. So it's a wait 18 years to get the car. So the common joke in Eastern Germany was the first thing you have to do if your girlfriend is pregnant is not to think about the name of the
Okay.
child. You have to order the car. And the
Okay.
car is ready when the child has a driving license.
Okay.
18 years later. The first thing you need to do if you are pregnant. So that is system of Berlin Wall. In reality, it was not one wall; it was two walls.
Yeah.
And one in the front line and lighted all the night, and watchtower and the guards and the tower had the order to shoot. So
Yes, yes.
an electric alarm guards, dogs are running there, and so and so and so. So it was very difficult to pass that border.
Second mission.
Where now near checkpoint Charlie is, that is this picture over there. It was a few weeks after Berlin Wall was built. There was a confrontation between American and Russian tanks standing face to face with loaded guns, running engines, and so the Third World War broke out here on that spot.
Okay.
And so the reason was the city was divided in 4 parts, and there was a common administration, and there was an agreement between these 4 allies that every part has every time free access to the other sectors. So, and then one day the Berlin Wall was built up, and an American officer wanted to visit a theater in the eastern part, and he was stopped by the guards. And he was controlled. And he was so angry about that he phoned his command. The command phoned the highest command, and the command of the command, and they phoned the highest command, and on the other side they were also phoning. So, and tensions rose, and both sides sent tanks. And the situation was calmed down by something we knew in television and cinema movies. It was a red telephone. It was the first time President Kennedy and Rickshaw took the direct call on the red telephone. And that is a spot from the photo. Here. The checkpoint Charlie here is the photo. And Kennedy and Rickshaw took the direct call. And so that maybe it was a scenery like in kindergarten. If you take the tanks 10 meters back, I do either I offer you 5 meters more, but only if you both unload our guns in the same minute. I will not start for you. So no one has to lose his face. Everyone can say hard guy who managed it, and so the situation was calmed down. But it lasted only 1 year. 1961 was the Berlin crisis here, and 1962 there was the Cuba crisis, where the 2 superpowers started taking place with nuclear missiles in Cuba.
It's okay.
So checkpoint Charlie, that is quite important. It's a melting point of the Cold War in the year 1961. And it's a long time ago. Areas runs away through the government district, and they pass. This is the only spot where the past Berlin Wall was here at Eastern Gallery. So they shifted. Normally the high wall is to the west side, but not on the spot. So that is straight ahead of this district Kreuzberg, because there's a West Berlin behind the river. We are now in the best strip. the Berlin Wall here, the East Gallery. It was painted after Berlin was reunited. It painted in the early 90s. Now it's still about 1.5 kilometers, 1.4. That's one of the more prominent pictures here on East Gallery. And there's again this car, Trabant.
Yeah, the 18 years car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's,
the
again
first.
this car which has to wait 18 years, yes. Trabant. And the most well-known is over there, I show you in the middle.
Okay. Gotcha.
The original Berlin Wall is the longest one we have.
Your ticket. See.
Baru itu tetap masker.
I think moment that we missed. I think we have to take a U-turn because we forgot this picture.
Okay.
Okay, I do a U-turn once again. maybe I pass. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That they are two kissing. Yeah.
Taking you to once again.
Yeah.
Was my fault. So once again, here it is.